In the novel Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, there was a huge theme of poverty and how it affected the characters and the story as a whole. So poverty is still a major part of today's society, and I'm going to be talking about how Oliver Twist and today's society connect and how the story is still relevant. Now, during the Victoria era, England, which is where Oliver Twist was set, there were the small towns and roads and people on the streets that would beg for food, but it didn't really matter because they would still be looked down upon by the upper class and they would be ignored and nothing would ever change. Now, this is still relevant in today's society because there's still no permanent fix to poverty, and I'm not sure if there ever will be. Now, the fact that we have orphanages, welfare, and organizations to help this problem is nice, but we're still presented with the case of poverty, and it just continues to grow over the years. Social class is another thing that is very big in the novel Oliver Twist. Now, social class is when people are judged based on, how much money they have, or what car they drive, or who their family is. And this is a huge part of why people are poor, why they can't afford to live, why they're judged for who they are based on how much money they have. We define the world and ourselves based on this social status, and that is why Oliver Twist is still relevant in today's society. I really enjoyed Oliver Twist. I chose the book originally because it is also a musical, and I've seen the musical in the past, so I already knew the story and I knew how in-depth the characters are, and I really enjoyed it, so I thought I would read the book as well. I love how it is so relatable to really any person who reads it. There are just so many lessons to be learned and so many different parts of the book that any person could find something to relate to. I personally relate to the story because, much like Oliver himself, I have been through a lot of struggles in life, but I try my best to stay strong and stay positive throughout it all and hope that things will get better. I also relate to the story because there are so many characters in this novel, and I have a huge family, which reminds me very much of how Oliver must have felt throughout his adventures in the book and his moving from place to place, meeting new people, and it can be very overwhelming, but it also helps you grow. It really shows that these people that Oliver meets throughout the novel have influenced him in a certain way and helped him grow to become the young man that he is by the end of the novel. And I feel that same way, that every person in my family has helped me become who I am in some way today. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I had to say. I really enjoyed the novel and I highly recommend.